Hello, everyone, and welcome to this week's episode of Nerd Shit Live. I'm your host, Pat. This is my co-host, as always,
Gercondez. What's up, everybody?
and thanks so much for joining us. Remember, if you miss any of these episodes, you can always go back on the channel and rewatch them.
Yes.
Or check out some segments. It's easier to digest.
Those are all juicy, by the
Probably
way.
won't waste as much of your time, for honest.
But they're easy to swallow.
Speaking of wasting time, though, it's good to waste time sometimes. And yesterday, we wasted some time creating a segment for this show, which you'll see next week.
Yes.
But
Really fun, but I think we should just leave it
yeah,
there.
we're just gonna leave it there.
A little tease.
You can go to my social media for a little tease.
Yeah. So follow on there. So
Yeah, Jared took all the videos.
I stole them. Mine.
Yeah, but other than that, I spent the whole weekend watching movies. Oh my god, watching movies and
It's the time for it. You know, it's like fall weather. It's getting colder. You still have to wash all your ooh. Thank you, sir.
it scared the shit out of me.
It's the spooks. Well, you know, like for example, I still need to take all the jackets that I have out of my closet and possibly wash them. So I'm not ready yet, but I feel it going in from this from my place over here. It's just like it's cold out.
Yeah,
now.
it was cold coming over here today.
Oof.
But you know what else I got for you today?
What?
I got some news. So
Nice.
First up tonight is a really big story. Everyone's been talking about it. The U.S. government sues Google for anti-competitive abuse in search.
Oh shit!
It's just the levels.
It's so loud.
And it
Coming
pierces
through
the
fine
heart.
on my end.
It pierces the heart, but like
Yeah.
in a good way.
Well, okay, so basically, like, we knew this, right? Allegedly, by the way, allegedly, whatever. We knew this
Yeah.
though, because even
There's
some-
been a back and forth, you know,
yeah,
of
but
like
even over the years, like people have produced studies of Google curbing search results to,
and then
to
a
weed
lot
out competition.
and then a lot of content creators too and businesses are just like, well, this is really not fair. The people who have like the money to really pay for like Google listing, the algorithm and for anything that goes in their favor. It's just like
Yeah,
it's
also
a big industry.
Not that like, I want to like defend 8chan or anything, but like, I mean, that's a proof positive right there that if you want a website to die, Google just takes it off.
Google
its
has the
search
power,
engine.
for sure.
And it's over. And not only that, I mean, we see this with big tech companies all the time. There needs to be more regulation for sure.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, like Google at this point
Is this
owns
political all of a sudden? Did I just get political?
it's Google owns about 90% of like this like internet pretty much on search engine like statistics and like analytics and in this country alone. So it's just like it's the Google world that we live in.
Yeah, and it's just disheartening to see that even when someone like claims that they have like a good moral compass and that they're not going to treat their customers like shit, they end up doing it anyway.
It's like
you hear that, Google? We're broadcasting this on YouTube right now, okay? So
yeah, take
Bruh.
it,
take that.
but also like help us out a little bit, all right?
Yeah, seriously, get that algorithm going. How much more do I got to do?
It's like how much?
Yeah, but either way, this sucks. But you got particulars on it? Here you go. Tell me about it.
Yeah. Oh, well, that's pretty much it. Like, you have other search engines literally paying Google.
Yeah, but we don't.
No, well, here's the thing. All right.
Oh, I see what you're
Like,
saying. You have other search engines.
Mozilla and Opera. Like, you think that you're like one of those unique people. Well, there's a lot of people who use Opera. Like, I meet a lot of people who actually use Opera on their phones.
Specifically use Opera? Like, that's the only
no,
Give us a short list.
quality.
Yeah.
I'm like,
I can list 5 people so far. But
Who's using Bing?
well,
That's what I want to know.
like, how often do you like go to dinner with someone? And you're like, hey, actually, yeah, if you can do it on Google Chrome, and you're just like, and they go, oh, Google Chrome.
I like changing it up a bit.
I use
all right?
Opera, and you're just like, me too, but I didn't want to seem like a weirdo, so I said Google Chrome.
Are we connecting right now?
But I love Opera. I've been using it since it's been on the Wii. That's how
I was using it since beta.
That's the only time I've used Opera, when it was available on the Wii.
And then, oh wait, so like, what would you use Opera for then? Like,
You really want to know?
Yeah, actually.
I just wanted to know if you could put porn on a video game console.
Oh, okay.
That
makes okay.
So
okay.
I just put on.
And that's mad luxurious.
Very fair then. Very fair.
There, and I went on Pornhub, and there it was. I remember the kid I was with. He was like,
The what? Wait, who?
no, I was with my friend at the time, and he was like so nervous. She's like, "All right, take it off." She's like, "Dude, we're home alone. Like,
It's like it's okay.
yeah, relax."
No one sees us.
They're watching. I think I was like 14 or 15 at the
Oh,
time.
yeah.
We were in his house.
So we'll see how this turns up or anything like that with Google, but things might start happening. This is one of the biggest things for them to like try to
for tech
put
For
on their
tech,
table.
for
Yeah.
sure.
Mm-hmm.
So next up, Quibi. Who would have guessed?
Not Quibi.
Who would have guessed a streaming service that most people I know have never heard of, and even more people than that have never used ever before in their life?
It had so much potential.
Was gonna shut down after 6 months. What did it have? Like almost $2 billion raised in a GoFundMe, right?
I think so.
Or
It was some
one of
crazy
those, yeah.
number.
They had a large investment,
And the thing is, it's where short form videos. Okay, I kind of get where they're going because like TikTok's popular and everything like that, but for all these like huge A-list celebrities and
narrative
stars,
driven shit.
yeah, and it's just like, how are you gonna do that in like 5-7 minute like short videos?
It doesn't make sense.
No. I would
did.
never subscribe to something
Exactly.
like that.
It's
Yeah.
like trying to go back to the like dawn of YouTube. You know what I mean?
Oh, I see. I see where you're going.
So
All right.
at least in my mind, long form content is relished in nowadays. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, so
Absolutely.
why would they try and go back? It's a stupid business plan. Plus, they were arrogant enough to not look at digital creators, And I remember at the time when Quibi's numbers weren't doing too well after the first report, someone suggested something along the lines of like, why didn't they just like get Mr. Beast and give him a bunch of money and like go crazy? Mr. Beast's manager actually replied to that tweet
Yeah.
saying that we tried and they didn't want anything to do with us. So it's like they were arrogant to like the changing tides. You know what
They're
I mean?
accountable for their failure. For sure.
Sure.
You know?
Well, apparently in their statement, they make it sound like they're not accountable, and then they are at the same time. Either way, though, I have a follow-up story
Oh, do
to
you?
this
Okay.
story. Yeah, I sent it to you, actually, so it shows me how much you read my text. So,
Oh wait, no, I think I remember now. It's
hold
about
on.
that last.
okay,
meeting.
all right,
okay.
all right. This is amazing. Okay,
yeah.
This is something else. So Quibi's founder reportedly told staffers to listen to a song from the movie Trolls as he announced they would be losing their job.
Comedy.
That is like, here's the thing. I've been a part of the whole mass corporate firing. It's a whole bunch of bullshit. Everybody knows what's happening while they're doing it.
It's the formality.
They have to go about it a certain way to dispel liability.
Right.
However, I think in any circumstance, this was not the road to take.
that was literally
Could
like
you imagine your boss being like, hey, your income, your health insurance, all
Everything-
going away. Everything you work towards is all going away.
especially with COVID happening, you have nothing to worry about. Oh, by the way,
But by the way, listen, we want to help you cope with these troubling times, as we fire you for our incompetence.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to be fine because we're going to go head another company.
yeah, we have
But-
so much money to throw away.
You
Pull up.
you should pull up this song from Troll.
It's great PR for the Trolls franchise.
Yeah.
Honestly.
I mean,
Hey,
it's
they
just
made that Trolls movie they did recently made a killing.
I actually haven't watched it.
Which one?
but
World Tour?
Yeah, like made more money in the first 3 weeks of VOD than the last movie did in 5 months of being in the
Wow. Okay.
theaters. Yeah, but okay,
We're going somewhere
you know
with
what?
that.
Actually, it's funny that we're talking about this because I wanted to bring this up. AMC will be closing by the end of 2020.
No.
They're
Legit.
they're looking at Chapter 11 bankruptcy.
Oh my god.
So this is the end of movie theaters right now. Like we're seeing it.
Our
And
$100
here's the
will
thing.
not save them.
Yeah, and listen, here's the thing. I said this was going to happen at the start of the pandemic. And I also said that when they start releasing content on streaming services, right?
Yeah.
Because that's what they're going to do.
They have to.
They're going to charge a premium or for VOD. Like Fast and the Furious will never make more than $1 billion on VOD. It just won't happen. So they're going to have to charge like $80 a pop. You know what I mean?
Right.
For you to have this movie.
Just to cover the discrepancies of like
Exactly.
not physically going. Because it's an event, you know?
It goes from ticket sales to households. So you're entertaining more people with one single unit as opposed to bringing a whole bunch of units to one single piece of entertainment.
Right. You can't just pay a $15 ticket and it's like, well, my family's consists of like 8 people. You know,
Exactly.
like,
and you're going to tell me if someone isn't paying a premium to watch a movie,
right,
that they're not going to invite their whole, like I have movie nights all the time. Do I not? I send out the invites all the time and I'm like, hey, I'm watching this movie tonight. And like it's just, you have to charge more because you're seeing more people. That's pretty much what I'm getting at. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. So that's sad though. That's very sad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my
It's
god.
fucked
Coming
up.
from an A-list member like yourself too.
Yeah, true. Because now
My
what the
StubHubs.
fuck am I going to do?
No.
I used to pay $20 a month. I saw pretty much unlimited movies. I never I never paid for a movie for the past 2 years.
But you paid the premium because like that's the whole gist of like going out to the
Dude,
movie
it's
theaters.
worth one IMAX ticket is the payment.
Oh, really?
It's $20. You can see 3 movies a week.
Wow.
Any movie. 2D, 3D, IMAX, Crimax, whatever you want.
So what happens to all those AMC theaters then? They're gonna turn into lofts, you think?
Spirit of Halloween's.
Yeah.
Oh. Spirit of
I guess so.
Yep. Yeah, big old spirits of
Yeah.
Halloween.
We're gonna have a bunch more Xanadu's.
It's true.
They're gonna paint them multicolored. It's gonna
Fighting
be
shops.
abandoned for years.
No, you know what I think happens after all this, especially as a young entrepreneur myself. I hope that I hope that the industry learns from this, and I hope that when movie theaters are safe again, that young investors with bright eyes and bushy tails can come in and can have profitable theaters again.
Yeah.
And have multiplexes again that are bustling with great movies and great people. And you don't have to charge an arm and a leg because the studio is going to take 90% of the box office.
Right.
That's what I hope is going to happen.
Like back in the old days type
But
thing.
corporation's going to corporate. So who knows?
Yeah.
Either way, final story of the night.
What is it?
It's from our Lord and Savior. He's here with us all the time, every time.
Always watching.
And that's on God, baby girl.
And always watching us. And I like that. Yes.
I don't know how I feel about that last part.
It's all right. It's all right. Just want
Either way,
out
though,
there.
what we're saying here is that Jared Leto's playing the Joker in Zack Snyder's Suicide Squad. Yay!
We did it. We helped them.
That's right.
Yeah, we
did
we
it.
gave him the
We
coverage he
gave
needed.
him- yeah. So, I mean, listen, I
happy
didn't
for
see
him.
this coming.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you're happy for him? Go on, tell me.
Well, I'm happy for him because the thing is, like, I don't know exactly what happened between him and the executives, and like he was let go from like that first project, like because
I
he
think
was
they
like,
lied to him
well,
for sure.
Well, that's the thing, like, but we just don't know the specifics. So either way, how what side of the argument that you would hear from, it's like Jared Leto really got given a bad deal of the cards, in terms of this is like a huge property, huge like. Movie that had so much potential, and then all of a sudden it's like, well, actually, we filmed a lot more, and I really
I feel like he thought
gave
his
my
role-
heart into it, and
Yeah.
just like, what the fuck, you know?
He definitely thought his role was going to be more integral than it ended up being. That's for sure. But I mean, this is kind of a surprise because they said for a really long time that there's nothing needed that needs to be shot. It's pretty much 70% done. It just needs VFX. And then at first it was getting 20 million, then it's getting 30 million. Now it's getting like a whole 80 million. Plus this comes out. Then apparently different actors are going to be shot in different Warner Brothers studios.
Right.
Somebody is shooting something in London right now. So they're just going to walk them over to another green screen set and dress them up. I can't remember the particular. And then three people, I think it's like Momoa, Godot, and Affleck are being shot in California. And now Jared Leto, wherever he may be, probably his private island. Can you imagine?
Hey, Jared, we need some extras on set for this scene that we're gonna do. Oh, it's okay. I got the people already.
Just for the
It's
record,
on his island.
just for the record, yeah.
They're just not allowed to remove their white robes though.
or look at me in any capacity. Actually, it's funny that you say this. So, could you imagine being an actor and being like, "That's not enough. I need a cult."
Oh yeah.
As if I don't have enough yes men in my life. I need people literally to kiss my feet as I walk.
Yeah.
And,
I mean,
admonish me with palms and shit like that.
well, here's the thing. I feel like, you lose some sort of reality, right, in the world when you make that much money. You're that famous, and all of a sudden, like, everything else is boring.
But
you know
think about Jared Leto though for a second, Jared. He's not just like a good Hugh Jackman is a good actor, an award-winning actor, right? Not a crazy person. Okay? No, not a crazy person. And I don't buy into this rumor that he's gay either. Okay? You're gonna stop this shit. The second thing is though, Jared Leto not only is an award-winning actor, he's an award-winning musician with a very big career. The Kill,
yeah.
with huge albums, like the frontman of a ginormous band as well.
That shaped our
Okay,
childhoods, probably.
yeah,
too.
like, and he has said crazy shit before, like, this performance that we're giving at the Video Music Awards is unlike anything you've ever seen before. And they start performing, and it's nothing but just like a thermal camera. So like everybody in the audience is just looking at Jared Leto perform, but everyone at home is just seeing a thermal vision of Jared Leto as he performs.
Whoa!
Once again, I immediately go, this fucking guy has clearly never seen The Predator. But that wasn't enough for this man. He was like, Hollywood, not enough.
I gotta start calling.
Religion is the next step. Could you imagine playing the Joker by day and holding your sermons at night?
Oh, what a life!
Kanye West is doing it too.
Oh fuck! Yeah. No, he's not playing the Joker. Well, he is a Joker. Kenneth West.
Kenneth West. But yeah, I mean, like, who knows what goes on with these like celebrities' minds, though. It's just like I still believe that every single day is like grueling for them because it's so boring.
You are giving him so like the benefit of the doubt right now, like. You're like,
I have to.
They're victims of their own fame.
Well, here's the thing.
No.
Here's the thing. I just let Jared Leto be the Joker for this new upcoming project and everything like that.
Sucks, by the way, too.
No, please.
That's what I'm leading to.
Ow, I have pains. But here's the thing. I mean, like, regardless, yeah, he is a cult leader, but. I'm still excited. I felt bad for him after the first movie, and I really can't wait until like this new film comes out and just see what he does with it.
Listen,
do you think
agree.
he's gonna have like the gold teeth again?
The grills?
I hope so.
Actually,
I'm just
I
thinking
like that part.
he has real life Harley Quinns, like in his day-to-day life.
Dude,
like when they presented that
true.
character to them, he's like, "What's wrong with this?"
We should probably stop this conversation. Okay. Like I don't know why I didn't think about it, but like his, I'm gonna get an email tomorrow. It's happening. So, we actually still have some more news, but it's not. It's just we're in October, so it's horror movie news. Okay,
Let's do it.
The first one up, actually, I picked this and I thought to myself, our engineer Joe would really like this story because he's a big fan of the first one, especially that scene. Don't Breathe 2 to be released August 13th, 2021. Probably not in the theater, though.
Damn.
Shut the fuck up, bitch.
Okay. Well, did you see the first one?
Actually, no.
So you don't even... Did you really wink when I said that scene and you didn't know what the fuck I was talking about?
I wasn't expecting you
Real
to, like...
cool, Jared.
I was expecting you to, like, literally ask me, Jared, did you watch the
Right.
first
Bro,
one?
are you like a full-grown adult or a child? Because this is some grammar school shit.
Hey, I could have gone away with it. I had a 50-50 chance. Okay,
I would have taken
let's be
those,
fair
I
about
would have
this.
taken those odds as
We
well.
determined that Jared and Nick, you haven't seen it either, right?
I have no.
Don't breathe.
Oh, that's right.
man.
We talked about this.
You guys gotta watch it.
Yeah,
Well,
it's really good.
I do want to watch it simply on the basis of like I don't know the name of the actor,
Stephen Lang is coming back.
but that he was an Avatar,
Yes.
right? So just like
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
so I was
trying
like,
to figure out what else he
You
was
didn't
in.
know that
He still had the
hey,
body.
wait,
for it.
did Joe watch the movie? Wait, hold on.
he was blind in Avatar.
We're talking
as
about
well.
Don't Speak, the movie.
Don't speak.
Typecast.
But here, he seems like an amazing actor. I've seen like other work from him as well, but I don't remember that except Avatar because it's like big ass film and whatnot. But is it the same cast and everything too for the?
I think him and the final girl from the last one are coming back. I started using that term more now after we watched Scream Queen. By the way, I watch a horror film. I'm like, oh, the final girl.
Oh, that's like how you word it now.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
I know the proper terminology.
I like that. I
See,
like that.
because I get educated before I run my trap.
Educated. Yeah.
Okay, unlike some
Yes.
people on the other side of the fucking table.
What's going on? Don't make me turn this into debate night. I'll start muting mics left
But
and right.
he does have all the power though.
Mr. President, please.
I have an itchy trigger finger too. All right, so.
But I have to respond. Okay, now, so you guys like that one?
Comedy.
You guys like, I have to respond. Okay, so we don't like him. So Texas Chainsaw Massacre starts reshooting from scratch. So now apparently the guy who is making this film was the cinematographer of the last Texas Chainsaw Massacre film. Okay. That always leads to a disaster. That's disaster sign number one, when cinematographers make the leap to the director.
Yeah, I mean, if you're starting up a new project that you want from like fresh eyes, it's like,
You hire a director.
who do we use this guy? Like, didn't he?
I don't think
Yeah.
I don't think people would be offended or anyone would be offended if I said like, you don't hire a cinematographer to do a director's job. You hire a director to do a director's job. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or grip. I don't know.
Or grip.
Or a grip.
Or best boy. You got
This is kind of like when Simon Kinberg directed Dark Phoenix. You know, the producer. We all see how that went.
Yeah. I mean, regardless, it's just like, it's a mess right now in terms of this film.
Okay, well, yeah. So it shot for 1 week, and the producers saw the dailies and were like, nope.
It's not what we
And they
wanted.
fired both the directors that they had, the new talent, and they brought in the cinematographer from the last movie.
Man.
Which is like, there's already so much
Wrong with that, yeah.
that like it already is just telling me that this is going to be a big pile of horse shit. However, that being said, they put out a new teaser poster.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of word? What word is that? Teaser or poster? Is poster? Is a post? I thought the poster is the tease. Like by definition.
Well, I think now you have to differentiate now.
You're
because,
teasing
like,
us with dementia right now. Please relax.
it's like, I feel like there's different posters, right? So there's a teaser poster, and then the initial release poster, and then like, well, here's the posters for the DVD cases that don't exist anymore. That kind of thing. I don't know. That's just my take on it.
I'm sorry. This is this whole concept of teasers and posters. It's a bunch of
Pat
bullshit.
just wants it now. That's
that's
it.
true.
It's just
I do
like-
also just want it right the fuck now.
It's like on demand. Come on, just
Yeah.
give it to me.
Well, the way I kind of do it is kind of like.
That's gonna make a comeback. Like,
I'm sorry. Man, this went off the rails fast this week. Look at that. We made it to the 24-minute mark, and we're just starting to shit the bed.
Oh,
Okay. So, they put out a poster. I guess it's still moving along. I don't really know. Here's the first one's so perfect. Just stop making them. Stop. Come up with
don't
something
ruin-
new.
yeah.
Run, don't breathe into the ground for a bit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Have like 5 movies out of that, and then you're good. You know.
It's like I've heard whispers of a new Nightmare on Elm Street movie.
Oh, these whispers. Okay. Yeah.
But don't do it.
I don't know, man. It's like because we have the technology now.
I heard whispers of Scream 5 coming out in 2022.
Where are you hearing these whispers?
The internet.
Sources is telling me.
My sources.
Sources. Off on the record. You know, I can't say.
Scream
You
5.
know? Scream 5. It's coming.
That I want though.
Yes.
Everything else I don't want, but especially another Texas Chainsaw. It's just I don't feel like anyone understands the point of the first one enough to actually appreciate any sort of sequel or remake that is being made. Apparently this is like a full reboot too.
Yeah. I think there's a disconnect between like, you know, this original franchise that like there's a whole culture and subculture around it, and then like all of a sudden it's just like, well, you know, we started a new thing, but we're still keeping the name. You know, don't worry.
Yeah.
And it's like, wait, dude,
Well,
so
here's the
what?
thing. I don't mind that. It's just like I just don't feel like the producers that are putting this together are gonna fundamentally understand what made the first one so awesome.
Yeah.
And like I said, that was the exercise intention.
Right.
And the fact that they were so easy to shit can their directors after a week of production, you know, doesn't make me feel too great about
And
it.
confident in the project. Yeah.
Like, how is that director gonna have any vision for a film that he's literally putting on? Like, his first day working on the film, he's gonna be directing on. So.
Only Sonic can make that type of wonderful success story. You know,
Dude, Sonic has done a lot, bro. From shaking a ketamine addiction all the way up. Did you forget about that?
No,
Did you forget that Sonic was addicted to ketamine?
Yeah, no.
Well, he won't let everyone else. So
It's a beautiful intervention episode.
it really is.
you haven't lived till you've seen a blue hedgehog cry his eyes out. Okay, so tonight's main topic is the one and only. I didn't know how long I was gonna be. We watched Borat subsequent movie film released in our year Lord 2020. What was yesterday? No, they came out on Friday. What was Friday's date?
23rd. Yeah.
Somebody said somebody different number?
23rd.
23rd? Okay. I thought I heard 28 over here.
26.
So yeah, Borat subsequent movie film. I don't know. I don't think Amazon releases its stream data. However, this has been a big hit with the critics. Haven't talked to anyone who's watched it who said that they didn't like it. There is no box office, so I can't even tell you any numbers over the weekend. You know,
And who knows if they're gonna be like
what am
telling
I
the
gonna
truth or
do?
not?
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Is that going to go away? That whole concept?
my god! Oh my god!
What?
It just hit me. Yeah. I can't believe this is happening. Okay, so you know how like streams matter on Spotify and clicks and views and shit like that, right?
Right.
Artists started writing their songs to be more what's it called?
Hooky or catchy?
Yeah, user friendly in the beginning of their song is pretty much what it is, right? Mm-hmm. Is that model going to adapt the way that films are made?
Oh no.
Very well could be. Yeah, it is, especially for songwriting. It's kind of like formulaic at this point.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah,
you could
like
definitely
That
see
makes sense.
Like I didn't mean to like totally undercut
No,
the
no,
names,
no.
but like it just hit me and like
It's gonna be a cookie cutter situation where it's just like, here's a formula now, guys. Where it's just like, if you're gonna be,
I mean, there already was some kind of formula, but it was the twist on the formula that made the movies that did the formula good.
Yeah, and
you know what I
special.
mean?
Yeah.
But nowadays, like no one deviates from the formula who wants to be successful in music.
But now
okay? Like
if-
that's pretty much the truth, though, right?
But here's the thing: when every film that's ever gonna come out would be just like on streaming services and everything like that, and they have to take that into consideration while writing, it's like, well, damn, dude, that's
movies won't be written; they'll be made. That's what it's gonna be. It's like
oh man,
everything's gonna be done.
Anything's possible. We're bashing Quibi too, and I can honestly see that like making a resurgence in the next 5 years, and it like taking off. You never know.
yeah, it's like they were at the wrong time, but now, you know, it's
You
just
think
like,
they're at the wrong time at a time where everybody's home and needs content?
oh no, but I mean, in terms of like going off of what you said,
They're putting
to where
Scream on network television tonight. They're running out of shit to show. Okay, Either way, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to undercut the main topic. Listen,
No,
we
that was
watched
a good point though. That
we
was
watched
a good point.
Borat's subsequent movie film on streaming. Amazon Prime Video, I believe. The first one's on there too if you want to check that one out. Real quick, I guess we'll talk about our experience with the first one. I'll never forget it because it was the only time ever that I've been in the movie theater with my brother Michael around that age. I mean Horace. My brother Horace. He just took us to the movies on a whim one night to go see Borat, and he ended up, even like all his friends were there, and like my sister showed up too.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah. It was a big event. Either way though, it was a loaded, like a movie theater full of people, and I was in 8th grade at the time.
Good time to watch that movie.
Yeah, 8th grade at like a 10:20 showing in New Brunswick AMC of Borat. And obviously I loved it. I think everybody here loves it as well, right?
Yeah.
Everybody loves the first Borat film.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and I think.
Tell me you're about to tell me.
Oh no.
You're not about to tell me you haven't seen
I'm gonna
the
look
first one.
away.
I've
Hold
never
on.
watched the whole thing all the way through. I've seen bits and pieces.
Okay. So you don't have the full
I
story.
came into the sequel kind of blind.
Okay.
Okay. Well, he watched the good bits probably, like
Sure.
the top 10 moments of that film. I mean, I just remember when it first came out, and like I had to figure out a way to watch this because my parents wouldn't let me. And it's just like, all right, I know my friends at school. Actually, everybody at school is gonna talk about this, and I gotta watch it. And it's just like it looks so funny.
Well,
Managed my way to get a group of friends whose one of their moms was like, yeah, I don't give a shit. Let's watch it. Watching that like changed my whole idea of the world.
Well,
and it's just like great.
I remember the next weekend after that when it came out. My dad wanted to see it, and we went to go see that movie, and there was a line coming out of Menlo Park malls. Like, this was back when it was just a movie theater, too, not the dine-in shit. And this was after they had gotten rid of the petting zoo, too.
Oh,
so,
okay. I mean, like, no. I mean, it's just like
there was this
made a movement. You know?
And guess what? We got right up to the booth to buy tickets, and it sold out.
No.
So you want to know what we saw instead, though? Just on a whim, like I had never even seen a trailer, was The Departed. That movie ended up...
Really?
Yes.
Whoa.
Yep. I
What
saw
a
no
night.
trailers, nothing. My dad was like... I was like, Dad, we can go see this. I was like, apparently this is good. Because, that's when, like,
Watching
I got
Marty's
all my...
film, yeah.
Yeah, that's when I got all my movie info from, like, AOL and shit. Like, kids AOL.
Yeah.
And I was like, I heard this was pretty good. And my dad was like, okay, let's just go see it. And I remember... My dad was like, I did not think that was going to be like that. I was like, that was really good. He was like, what are you talking It was way bloodier than we
film.
both expected.
Great
but it's
film.
great. It's one of my all-time favorite movies.
What a crazy day you had. Just like, all right, we're going to watch Borat the whole time. And then by the end, it's just like, yeah, we watched Departed.
We're gonna settle with the Departed.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
So that's what we ended up seeing. But it was good. And I remember it was weird because that movie had been out for a few weekends at that point, but the theater was still full of people.
Huge lines and everything.
Not a huge line to get into that movie, but I remember being in there, and there was a lot of like people in there, like middle-aged people in there, because Martin Scorsese, middle-aged white people love his movies. So, either way, you had seen it, Joe. I'm sure you saw it in grammar school too.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I mean, like we used to go see Jackass and shit together.
yeah.
So,
It's a good one as well.
but either way,
This second one, though.
what did you think? Because I've been trying to process it for the past like 48 hours since we watched it, because we watched it together on Friday.
Oh, okay.
And-
That's cool.
And it was really funny. Like, obviously it's really funny and it's super topical. I mean, he made it like 4 months ago.
Well, that's the thing.
It's really like a big YouTube video.
Well, I mean, like in terms of how, I don't know exactly when they started filming this, but in terms of like them allowing like the whole COVID, plot line to, I'm not going to spoil it just yet, but to be included in the film and actually have a story,
Yeah.
it's like, that's cool, man. That's really cool. And I don't know, if a film forces me to pause at certain moments because I need to catch my breath because I'm not about to like handle like the cringiness of it, it's just like, it's a good.
Well, yeah. See,
Good
that's
film.
the thing. I feel like this one, and it's because of the time that we're living in.
Okay.
that this one is gonna be dated by how on the nose and how cringy it is.
Absolutely. Yeah.
When you look at the first film, and it's like it still feels so fresh. Whereas this one, I feel like it's gonna be dated a whole lot faster. That being said, though, it's still really funny.
It'll be a nice time capsule.
Yeah,
think.
exactly.
Oh, yeah.
It'll be a nice time capsule, and it'll definitely garner the reputation that like Borat wasn't who we wanted, but it was who we needed this year.
At this
you know what
time.
I mean? Like it's also a time and place thing because I don't think if a Borat sequel came out after the first Borat that it would have been a big of a hit, as funny or as culturally relevant. But now in these turbulent times, you know, literally like who better? You know what I mean? Like
Who
it's
is our
honestly,
savior at
who
this
better
time?
at this time, if anyone of this crazy ass time?
And what
And delivering on the streaming service too.
Right, yeah.
Everybody was
That's
home.
so cool.
It was so accessible.
really love that. Yeah.
Like we made popcorn, we had candy, we were on my couch, we got to pause to go to the bathroom and everything. It was awesome.
It's like a great time.
Your cat even joined in too.
My cat.
What is this
yeah,
shit?
dude. Nico got on the couch and would like check out everyone's shoulders and purr and like let everyone pet him.
Aw.
And then he got on the other side of Liz on like his own kind of like section of the couch, laid down and watched the screen. And then he fell asleep.
Full
but
on just staring at
full
it.
on staring at the screen and like, oh my God, what's going on in the country I'm living in right now?
Like COVID. What is this?
Nico's voting blue. But yeah, man, it was it was really funny and I really liked it, even though I think it's going to be dated a whole lot sooner.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, in terms of whether or not like a lot of people love like The Office, right? And then there's a lot of cringe moments in there, you know, and it's comfortable. It's easy watching and everything like that. But that level is like everybody could watch. Now, for people who are, you know, watching us right now or like thinking about watching this movie and haven't done so yet, I still highly recommend it. It's like what Joe said in terms of it's a time capsule of this period. And I think like how there's a joke and, you know, a play on everything that's serious that's going on right now. I think it cheers people up.
The
you know?
first, and here's the thing, if you haven't seen this one either, the first one is on Amazon Prime Video as well.
Available, yeah.
And it's
yeah.
also only, that's the other thing too, this is only 90 minutes long. I remember he texted me and he was like, hey, I think I'm not going to be able to make it. Da, da, da. I was like, movie's only 96 minutes. I was like, you can definitely come over here and we can watch this and you'll be out of here at like 11:30. And we were like, all right. And guess what? It was a breeze because there are some 90-minute films that they drag a little bit.
Oh.
But this was a breeze, and I guarantee the first one will be too.
Yeah, because
for
it's,
sure.
especially like how it's written and blocked together, like the different
Yeah.
segments in the film, it's just like one after the other, and then it's just yes.
No, keep going.
Well, that's the part that I enjoyed because you know the last film was like 14 years ago.
Yeah.
and just like there's so much hype behind it, and then to me, I feel like it definitely delivered.
Oh, the first one was definitely a runaway success.
Oh, yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
And you know what I love about the first one is that it's so quotable. You know, weren't we just talking about a meme over the weekend about there was some meme that said like, what movies did people quote before Anchorman and Borat? Or what did we quote before that or whatever? We
Yeah.
were talking about it on Saturday.
I always think it's those two, Wayne's World for me.
Wayne's
But
World.
that was only like after the first time I saw it, and the Rick James skit from Chappelle's Show.
Oh, true.
Chappelle Show is very
I
quotable.
think Ted and what's his name? Bill and Ted. I was gonna say like Ted and Eric or something. Ted and Jim. But I feel like Bill and Ted, a lot of people used to quote that as well. But
it's a cultural thing. Yeah,
I
for
think
sure.
I don't know if this one's gonna be as quotable as that one. It's like vanilla face. Nice, you know.
But that
Very
kind of
nice.
carried over.
You know,
though,
or like
yeah.
King in the Castle, King in the Castle, or we'll call it 85. Like, there's so many great moments. I don't want to get too vulgar, but of course, when he's, you know, buying the Hummer and he's asking for a certain type of magnet, and where is it? Can he pay more to have it installed? It's just like the fact that he never breaks character, and like I love the story when he's talking. he's talking with the sales manager. He's like, my first wife, she come in, she has a very high voice, Borat, Borat. He goes, but later on, she has to low with Borat, Borat. How do I know that isn't gonna happen with this car? and he just goes straight face. We actually guarantee that with the GM sales warranty.
We're also talking about how the driving instructor in the first one was actually like very genuine and sincere, like trying to help.
Yeah. Like it's really funny when Borat was like, "You be my friend?" He goes, "Yeah, I'll be your friend." He goes, "You be my boyfriend?" He goes, "Well, I won't." Okay, yeah, I'll be your boyfriend. It's no problem. Like he had like a heart of gold.
Yeah.
And especially like that preceding that when he said, "A woman driving? Can we follow her and make sexy time?" And he goes, "No, because women choose who they do and don't want to have sex with."
What?
He's like, "What?" And he was straight up was like, yes, we give women the right to choose.
And then they drive all the time.
Yeah, they drive all the time. What? You know what? So what time is it? 8:40. Yeah, we're gonna get into spoilers right now then, because I do want to talk about something particular actually. Now that you brought that up.
Okay.
So, do we have a spoilers graphic yet, or what's going on there, fellas?
Put it in on post.
Oh, you're gonna put it in post?
No.
Oh. I was actually gonna sit here and wonder, like myself, like how are you gonna do that?
We're fine.
Okay,
we're
all right.
good. All
So
right,
listen,
well,
we're gonna
The
go.
title of the
into
episode is Borat 2, right? So like,
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're
see
good.
it.
Yeah, we're good.
Okay.
We're good.
So, one thing that I didn't like in this movie was the. Ooh, okay. We're an apolitical show. However, sometimes we have to talk about politics. So I'm just
Okay,
So
fair.
this
All
isn't
right,
like
all right.
I'm not like jumping off a bridge or anything.
Okay,
I'm just
okay,
saying
okay.
we have to. There are some subjects, in
Especially
here.
for this film. Yeah,
Yeah.
I get it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I feel like when he makes fun of the ridiculousness of how third world countries have the potential to treat women is hilarious, because that's what it's meant for.
I see where you're going.
It's
Okay.
meant to talk about the absurdity of that and how everyone should just be treated equally.
Right.
What I don't like, though, is how in this film there's this book that basically is written law of oppression in
From the Ministry of Agriculture, by the way, too.
from Ministry of Agriculture in Kazakhstan. And it has all these terrible oppressive policies, right?
Yeah.
It's just there's allegory and then there's ham fisting. And it's somewhere in between there. But I just felt like it was like, all right, come on. Like the joke was funny in the beginning of the movie. You know what I mean? If you'd have been like, oh, this book has been like approved by our, you know what I mean? Like
Right.
something else. The fact that it was such a linchpin in what ended up being his daughter's arc. Now, what was his daughter's name?
Tutar.
Tutar. Yeah.
Tutar. My non-nail son.
It's like I forgot the neighbor who had a daughter who had an actual
Yes.
cage. It's like she has a cage. It's like,
I forgot that guy was his neighbor too. The guy always grilling him, like,
yeah.
you know what I mean? He's like,
Oh man. And then like he had 3 sons, and then it's like, no, that's not my name anymore. It's Jeffrey Epstein. Just like
Huey Lewis.
Huey Lewis.
why you wear my Michael Mouse PJs? I thought that was great too.
Yeah.
It's there's a lot of quick jokes in this movie.
But I do
Michael
understand,
Mouse,
yeah.
Kenneth West, Huey Lewis, Jeffrey Epstein, like all quick things. And then I love when he's going out to like where his daughter is in his house in Kazakhstan.
The
He's like,
shed.
all I have left is my livestock, which is my cow, my goat, and my non-male son.
But I do get it where it's just like, all right, we get it, but the delivery was still there though. It was just like it's pretty funny.
Yeah, it's great. So the whole COVID thing had me thinking about the whole COVID aspect of this film. Had me thinking about the production of it. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like obviously they were still out there filming like guerrilla style to get the footage they needed and keep the film in production because they wanted it out by election time because. Sasha Baron Cohen was, he had something to say, pretty much.
Oh, yeah.
And this was the best way he wanted to express how to do it. Do I think Borat's back like full time? No, like
No.
on a TV show. And
But there was a
everything.
purpose behind this film.
There was a purpose behind this being made. What's interesting about it though is what was going to be the film going to be like
without
COVID?
Yeah.
Because like the virus joke, obviously, and like fighting COVID, like in the when they're hunkered down in lockdown
I love that
with
part.
the roommates. But also, I realized that in the first film, okay, you guys remember the first joke, running of the Jew?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which for those who are not familiar, it's literally just running of the bull, but they have obnoxious, absurd
Like caricatures, like costumes
of Jewish
yeah.
people.
Mm-hmm.
Except now this time it's running of the COVID, and first it was McDonald Trump running down, and he was sneezing on people, and then it was Karen, and then the last one was Dr. Fauci. So I was like, they had to make this joke on the fly, right? And like they had to like pool resources in a country where shipping wasn't like great. You know what I mean? Like,
And you can
imagine the logistics to pull that joke off after, like, in the midst of the pandemic. You know what I mean?
Well, here's the thing too. You can kind of see at the end where they kind of like green screen the two actors, and it's just like they were definitely filmed
They
somewhere
were definitely
else,
filmed separately.
and then they probably like just reshot that and just like, well, we gotta get rid of like the original like whatever it was that they had at the
Yeah.
end, and then like Dr. Fauci and whatnot.
When I saw him talk in the Trump costume, it was one of the most skin crawling things I've seen in my life. Like when he blinked and it blinked with him, it wasn't like he was just wearing a mask. Like that was full on.
Oh, when he was
prosthetics.
carrying his daughter.
Yeah.
Dude, that happened in February too. Do you remember that actually happening? It was like, it's like there's an article and it's like dated end of February, and it's just like, Trump impersonator or something like that gets carried away from a Michael Pence fucking speech or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's like no mention of Sasha Baron Cohen anywhere.
Well, yeah, I think that was kind of the point.
Yeah.
No?
And then it's just like, holy shit, you gotta admire and respect.
Yeah, you gotta respect the tactics made to
Yeah.
making this film work.
And they, like there are some parts where they had different angles of that speech, and it's like, okay, maybe they just added it in post or something. Like, no, but it fucking happened,
Yeah.
So it's like, I gotta give it to
figured
him,
it
man.
had to be early on when he said they only had 15 cases of COVID. I was like, oh, this is early on.
This is certainly.
This is fucking.
Oh,
like,
they don't know.
This is week 2.
And then they brought it all together, at the end and whatnot. And
Yeah, and it just shows you how, like, I guess, like, okay, so obviously the first Borat had to be made on film, right?
Oh yeah, obviously.
Made on film. They had to plan those skits, those shoots. And granted, there was some guerrilla style filmmaking to it, especially with the cross country aspect of it.
Right. Mm-hmm.
I don't think it implied this. It didn't use the same tactics as you would be seeing in this film.
Yeah.
For sure.
And
this
especially-
film was for sure made on like a camera crew of like 6 people and him. You
But
know
also,
what I mean?
like the cameras are smaller now too, to where
Oh,
they can
yeah,
have
and they
like
can
hide. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. So, just before we wrap this up, because Joe, you still got clip of the week coming up. There is one scene that we do need to talk about because literally everyone's talking about it.
yeah.
And regardless of how you feel about him politically, this movie does not put him in a good light, but
No,
also
not
at
at
the
all.
same
Not at
time,
all.
I think he kind of deserves it. So, that being said, obviously we're talking about the Rudy Giuliani scene where Rudy Giuliani is, how old is he? He's
in his 70s.
He's in his 70s, I thought.
I think 76.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, he's up there.
And he is pretty much, he believes he's being interviewed by a 15-year-old girl, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then the 15-year-old girl asks,
In a hotel room.
In a hotel room, the 15-year-old girl asks him if he wanted a drink, and he said yes. Or do you want to have a drink in the bedroom? And he said yes, and she let him in there. And then she said, "Let me take off your mic," which is not like uncommon when you're in that
Not at all,
situation
yeah.
for somebody in sound. Is
Right.
what I was gonna say, for the sound operator to come over and take your mic off. But then it appears that while he's tucking his shirt back in, he has his hand on his
certain region
on
where
his hanky panky.
where he's adjusting
Giuliani
something.
Jules. Come on.
Yeah, on the Giuliani
The jewels.
family jewels. So listen, I was talking about this with Joe actually on Friday after we watched it. Not that I want to defend Rudy Giuliani because I don't at all. Although I think it's very inappropriate that he thought it was okay to have a drink with a 15-year-old unsupervised in a hotel bedroom.
Oh yeah, like
Not only was that inappropriate in and of itself, I don't think he was like holding on to his. It just doesn't look like it. It's just too fast to say that it's that for certain.
Because the thing is just like those type of mics, they do have long wires,
And
they
they
have
go
to
in your
hide.
pants. They go
have
in
to
your
hide
pants,
it.
yeah.
But here's the thing, though. To counter. Well, it's like, why can't we just remove the microphone out there or something like that? But certain
but she
choices were
set
made.
him up.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
So, but he could still be like, no, it's okay. We could just be out here.
Please, nobody clip this to make me sound like I'm defending.
No, you're okay. You're okay. But it's the thing is, it's just like it is suspect, pretty sus.
It's sus and it's really inappropriate. And I love the joke that follows about her being too old for him. I love that joke. But I think the whole situation was inappropriate. And like Rudy Giuliani already know that he fucked up because in July when this happened, he put out an interview. I think he was on Hannity's show. I don't know. I don't listen to that shit. I'm just saying it's out there. You can look for it. Where like he knew he was getting like pranked the entire time
And baited
He
into,
didn't. He didn't. I'm sure something more dubious. Is
Well,
dubious a menacing
did you hear
word?
about the tweet that he put out?
What's the tweet?
He said he called the cops on Borat, and then he deleted it.
That's true.
It seemed like he thought Borat was a real person.
Oh, wow. Okay.
That last part I didn't know. That's really funny.
Wow.
But that kind of ties it. That makes it even funnier that if you go listen to that interview, like I know who this guy is. I think they're making, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
But, the whole thing's inappropriate from start to finish. And is dubious a minute? I think something.
It could fit. Yeah.
Okay,
It
I think
works.
something
It works.
more dubious came to mind when he got on that bed. Like, why lay back? Why, like, and even in any world, like, if there was a 15-year-old girl near me and I was like, hey, I have to like take my fucking like, I would go somewhere else. I would be the adult.
Well,
pretty much.
and then Sasha Baron Cohen too is like he saw everything that was happening.
Yeah.
And apparently when he was being interviewed or something like that, like he was like, I gotta get that actress. Like I forgot the actress' name, but like I gotta help her out. Like this is getting too much.
Oh,
and
yeah.
then he had the idea of just like putting that outfit on and whatnot and just barging into the room. And I was like, holy
That's
shit.
genius. That's genius
So-
that he had that amazing line afterwards too.
and then the thing is just like, all right, well, in their eyes, and they were there just like, this is, we gotta help her. We gotta
Yeah.
save her. So it's like,
Yeah, no, it's fucked up. You know what? Actually, why are we even doing? Fuck Rudy Giuliani. Okay, it's not. Fuck him. He did it. He's a piece of shit. Yeah, dude. But he does have my favorite political clip of all time. Better than better than that guy. I fucking love when Rudy Giuliani goes out there. The RNC was just like, from the top to the bottom, and he, from left to right. Like he's just a clown, and
No,
like
man.
there's some great clips of him on Seth Meyers where like he pulls up his iPad and he's showing the text messages between him and some accused guy on their campaign, and the FBI sees that and he wonders why. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. Or he's like, he didn't know that. You know,
I'm
or like,
Rudy.
Yeah. He's like,
What am I
Rudy,
gonna
but you know that you're not telling the truth. He's like, but I am telling the truth because you already knew it. Like, that's ridiculous. So either way, though, I liked it. If you're into that sort of thing, definitely check it out. Ger, your recommendation?
Yeah, definitely recommend. What do you guys think about that film? And did you guys genuinely like it and stuff?
I loved it. I agree with everything you guys said. I'd say the debutante dance scene actually took it a little too far.
Forgot about
Goosebumps.
Fuck.
Wasn't really that
Fuck,
disgusted.
that was
it
so
was just
traumatic.
Like, it was just very confusing. Just why would they? Even that's something just like, all right, it's one thing for them to conceive of that whole like concept,
And then the
but then
dance
the
that they did.
execute is just like you couldn't think of anything else to do.
It's like the blood moon is starting.
all this for a period joke. It was a bad, like, Liz was like, I don't think it would ever get that bad.
All right, so I didn't think I was gonna have the hot take, but I do.
What's up?
For me, I thought the whole thing was just it didn't feel like hidden camera enough for me. It felt very put together. That scene in particular, I was like, this is amazing. Looking at everybody just so disgusted.
Yeah.
That was amazing.
Because there's like a one point where it's like,
Actually,
Just
how
slow
about
clap.
how much would you buy my daughter for? And he just goes,
oh yeah.
he just goes, 500. And he's like, very nice.
And
he
then the
turns around
daughter-
and his daughter's like, that is fucking disgusting.
I love that they
I
included that.
love
Like
That was
some
pretty-
of it's actually grounded
that's
in reality.
the most genuine line in the whole movie. In
She's-
both of them. In
yeah.
both the fucking movies.
And she was like a hero in that position where it's just like, I don't know the
Yes.
background or anything like that, but it's just like to her dad, it's like, that's fucking disgusting.
You go, sister. Like, that's what it was like. It's like, you know, hey,
like-
sisters.
Oh my god.
Okay.
I forgot about that part, but
But
good thing
all
you brought it
right,
up.
so 3 out of 4. All right, that's a watch it to me.
yeah, I would. Out of 5, probably.
No, I meant out of the 4 of us.
I was like,
3 of us
shit,
said
we have
watch
to
it.
have a
One of
number.
us.
I would give me a half. If you like the first
Okay,
one,
okay.
watch it. If you didn't, don't.
Okay.
All right.
No,
Yeah.
I would say watch it no matter what. Yeah.
I greatly recommend.
All right. So with that being said, Joe, why don't you wrap this shit up, homie?
Oh yeah, it's the clip of the week. Oh, it's the clip of the week. It's the clip of the week.
Nick thought his camera was on.
No, he
I
just.
was legit dancing.
No, he was dancing. Oh, by the way,
I
Nick
just
looks
said song.
pretty great behind the camera right now too.
I'll
It's
see
just
if-
like
I'll pull him up. Get in there.
Show-
Look
show-
at
show that.
Show America. Look
He-
at that
guys, he-
turtleneck.
Actually,
knitted turtleneck. All right.
Before we start, not just showing America, we have downloads in Russia, Ukraine, and in South America,
Very
specifically
nice.
Brazil.
Very nice.
Okay,
That's cool.
international.
We reached it.
All right,
okay.
let's do this shit.
Right here.
Yeah,
Let's
this
go.
is a short one.
You're sitting in the middle of the road, aren't you?
Get out of the truck! Get out of the truck, little lady!
No, I'm good.
See, because you know you lose.
How do I lose?
Because I will beat your fucking dick into the ground all day long.
That's my day, isn't it?
I will beat your dick.
It took me a while.
I
Like, a
will
second.
beat your dick.
It took me a second to like process that until the guy in the driver's seat was like,
When
"Gay,
he
isn't it?"
when he said I will beat your dick into the ground all day long, I was like, he just hit on him.
Yeah, just like, is this a love story? I don't.
Sammy Hagar.
That's my day, isn't it?
I will beat your dick.
Are they laughing? It looks like they're laughing at the end.
Oh yeah, no, he
Yeah.
knew he got caught.
She'll try to
I will
act tough.
beat your dick.
to the ground.
I will beat it so well.
all day, all night.
I'll never stop.
After I buy you dinner.
Consensually.
That was good.
That was good. That was a
like
good
that.
one. It's kind of like insane to me that not only are there people like comfortable like just like getting it like walking up to someone and getting that aggressive in their face first.
Yeah.
But just that choice of verbiage. Like, you know what I mean? like the boldness of this is what I'm gonna say. Like even if it wasn't, you know, homoerotic in essence, it's still like even if you're like I'm gonna fucking kill you. Like it's even like it's like Jesus fucking Christ. You like
It's like,
who are you
well,
talking to? You know what I mean?
You were thinking it, and then it came out. So it's just like, damn, what kind of person are you? You know? It's
Oh,
like,
he came out. Yeah.
he came out.
Dude, yeah, he's out now for sure. For sure. Where are we at?
Ooh, a minute into an hour.
Really? What? My watch says 8:59. Are we in the future?
Oh, we always in the future.
What would you like to tell past Pat
Don't do this.
from an hour ago? What would you have told him if you could?
Don't do this.
My
show.
hand's disappearing.
Don't buy that guitar. Buy a gun instead. Okay, so hey, pretty much that was this week's episode of Nerd Shit Live. Thank you so. All right. All right.
My headphones
My
is like,
fucking head. But listen,
like moving.
thanks so much for checking us out, listening, streaming, whatever. Look out for the segments during the week if you want to rewatch something. Once again, this podcast version of this show is available on all major podcast apps.
Yes.
Follow us on Instagram at NerdShitLive. Follow us on Twitter at NerdShitLive. That page literally has no content. And yeah, we'll see you in the next one, I guess.
Halloween episode.
Halloween episode.
Yep,
Dude,
it's coming up.
Watch the first Halloween and watch the Halloween from 2018.
Yes.
Goodbye.